Home Alone is a classic holiday movie enjoyed by generations. Christmas Breakin' is the kind of movie that shows up when you search Christmas on Tubi. Christmas Breakin' is about a child forgotten by her parents who must thwart a gang of bumbling criminals during the holiday season. But it's totally different from Home Alone, I swear. It's in a school. This comment I found on YouTube says, TBH, I thought this movie was going to be copying Home Alone, but it's actually completely different. Good job, y'all. As for if this is actually a Home Alone ripoff,
I made my family disappear.
I'll let you be the judge. We open with a scene to meet our antagonists, where the not-so-wet bandits have just finished robbing a Salvation Army for 2 sacks of coins. This can't be any more than a couple $100, right? Maybe a couple of thousand if we're being generous, but it's definitely not worth the effort of 3 people. For the whole rest of the movie, they're talking about sipping margaritas in Acapulco like this 2 bags of nickels are going to set them up for life. So we cut to our main character, Izzy, waking up and exclaiming that this is the day she finally gets her very own guitar, but her brother comes in to remind her that her parents are awful and will probably forget to take her to the guitar store.
That's right, Jason. A massive storm is rolling in later tonight, covering some areas in upwards of 12 inches of snow.
If it's supposed to be 12 inches of snow, why does it say 6 to 8 behind him?
You still there?
Yeah, no, those figures, those are just the estimate. We get the real numbers next week. Yeah.
Mom, I'm 9. I can cut up my own breakfast.
Microwave pizza isn't exactly breakfast, is it?
Oh, I'll cut up my 9-year-old's pizza, but I'll be damned if I make her an actual breakfast.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear there was a robbery at the Salvation Army last night? They stole a ton of coins. Hey!
Eat your pizza.
What did she take her phone for? Reading the local news? Wouldn't it be a good thing that she's taking an interest in local events? She never gives it back, by the way. It becomes part of the main conflict of the story. So to make sure her parents remember, she writes reminders on their hands, which somehow they don't notice her doing, and they head off to school.
Hey, Izzy, did you get your guitar yet? This afternoon. Oh, cool. I know. We're going straight to the shop right after school. Oh, bye, Izzy.
So we get to school and everyone likes Izzy? Part of what made Home Alone what it was the fact that Kevin wasn't treated very well by everyone around him.
Kevin, I'm going to feed you to my tarantula.
But Izzy seems to have loads of friends. She does guitar lessons with the janitor, and even her brother seems to genuinely care about her. The only people who don't are her parents. We cut back to our criminals who are scraping the inside of the windshield.
Soon enough, with all this cash, it'll be unlimited margaritas for everyone on the beach.
Seriously, how much money is in these bags? Let's be generous and assume it's all quarters. A quarter weighs 5.67 grams. $1,000 is 4,000 quarters. 4,000 quarters times 5.67 grams per quarter is 22,680 grams, or 22.68 kilograms, or in freedom units, 50 pounds. Even if we assume that these bags are 100 pounds each, they only stole $4,000. Either they didn't steal enough money to even get to Acapulco, or Ned here is a beast!
Authorities may have a break in that robbery this morning. A witness who may have seen the crooks had described the getaway vehicle as, get this, an ice cream truck. This group of criminals is now being dubbed as the Ice Cream Truck Bandits.
Nice. How long did it take you to come up with that one? The school day ends and her parents were just so busy with business and numbers that they forgot they needed to pick up Izzy. But when Izzy tries to call them, she finds that her mom still has her phone because she wanted to limit her daughter's access to information. And instead of going inside and using the office phone, she decides to sit outside and freeze until the janitor, Ray, lets her wait inside the school. Get this. Alone. But her parents do end up realizing they forgot Kevin.
Merry Christmas, sweetie!
Hey, honey.
Dad! We did it again!
No!
Yes!
If no one else is here, why are the lights still on?
I made my family disappear.
She is not playing that guitar. Meanwhile, the dry bandits are still scraping the inside windshield when they decide, hey, you know what's a nice warm place we can hide and wait out the storm? a closed school. So they Christmas break in through an unlocked window using some kind of metal ore. And Izzy's parents manage to crash their car going in a straight line and will have to walk the rest of the way. So the actor from Lethal Weapon arrives at the school, and instead of following his dog, who is probably going straight to Izzy, he decides the best option is to search random classrooms where he's swiftly captured by the criminals.
This looks worthless.
Ugh, disgusting. It's not even Gucci.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm just thinking warm thoughts.
Like what?
I was by a fire with Izzy and Nick.
Izzy wasn't in the fantasy, don't lie. So Izzy's parents decide the most logical next step is to steal a snowmobile and crash it into a shed, leaving an impossibly small hole.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Let's get in here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, it's so
man.
cold.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Well, I guess we owe them a lock too.
Oh, well, put it on our tab.
That's right.
We can afford a shed and a snowmobile, but we'll be damned if our daughter doesn't pay for her own guitar.
You're a real comedian. All right. All right. Got it. Yeehaw! There now. Easy girl.
I wouldn't stand right behind her.
Your chariot awaits.
That would cause death. So while the criminals discuss eliminating Ray, Izzy decides to cut the power to the school, but most of the lights stay on. Seriously, watch for the rest of the video. Pay attention to how many on lights you see. So in this movie, they're just trying to spook the criminals like a Scooby-Doo villain, as opposed to Kevin's multiple potential fatal blows.
Whew. It is hot as hell in this funky-ass, hot-ass room I'm in. Is that the Grim Reaper?
Now that Rico has fainted, what will Izzy do? A. Tie him up. B. Take his phone and call the police. Or C. Walk away.
That's it, yeah.
With his daughter abandoned in the school, in an act of bravery, Izzy's father decides to hook baby goats up to the sleigh. Unfortunately for Izzy's dad, who would clearly rather never see his daughter again, a truck passes by and they manage to hitch a ride.
Oh, we are so glad to see you.
What are you guys doing out here in this weather?
What are you doing out here?
Chris, thank you so much for helping us out.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, this isn't really any of my business. But I got a feeling your girl's just fine.
So what's the deal with movies like this and having some random side character who's vaguely implied to be Santa Claus? I feel like most low-budget Christmas movies I've seen have one.
I am so sorry for us laying our guilt trip on you.
Oh, don't you worry about that. You know, I'm something of a student of human nature. I know who's naughty, and I know who's nice.
Wow, that sounds like something in a fortune cookie.
No, it doesn't. So knowing how much their parents hate Izzy, Nick decides to go get Izzy himself by attaching 4 drones to a snowboard to pull him through the snow. Ignoring how much it just wouldn't work, wasn't there supposed to be
Upwards of 12 inches of snow.
Where is all that snow now? So the criminals get back up because, obviously, but luckily, Izzy's got another trick up her sleeve. Slow-moving tennis balls. It's just not the same without the grievous bodily harm. After talking it out with Ray, Ned has a change of heart, and being the beast that he is, absolutely demolishes Rico in the only scene from this movie I actually liked.
Let me show you how to tie a real knot.
Seeing it all fall apart, Barbie makes one last-ditch effort to escape with the cash, but Santa is waiting outside and fucking kills her.
Not getting away with that Christmas money, Curly.
The day is saved, and now it's time for a peaceful Christmas morning as a family. Izzy wasn't able to buy her guitar, but, oh, looks like her parents got her something. A guitar case, for when she actually buys one herself. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Love you guys. Her brother got her an amp, which was probably at least as much as a cheap guitar for when she actually buys one herself. But Ray comes in with one last gift, his prized possession guitar, which comes in a case. Well, folks, that was Hanukkah trespassing. Christmas break-in. And now, I just have one question for you. Who's this supposed to be on the poster? I think it's supposed to be the mom, but that's not the same woman. Shout out to my brothers for helping me make this video that I wanted to have out by Friday the 20th.
It's a great story for New Year's, too.
By watching this terrible movie with me and helping me write some of the jokes. You may know my younger brother as the guy who keeps commenting, asking for a video about Booster Gold. Seriously, go look, he's down there.